from beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Two and now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Tua rolling to his left. Man open left side. It's Williams. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's first and 10. This is Geis. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Geis with a carry on second down. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
After the interception, here's Goff. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's gone. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On first down, it's gone. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27. From the gun, here's Goff. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at the 20. He'll drop to throw. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
On the carry.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sam Hubbard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
On first down, this is Geis. That one good for for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Goff, he lets it fly, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
48 yards.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Now Goff on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again. Goff. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there out of Geis. 54 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
At the 18-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Tua finding Williams for a Dolphin first down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They run with Breida. And the Dolphins are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Tua. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Seahawks 3. Jason Sanders to kick.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 30 on 2nd down. Goff, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down, 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On first down, gone. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll try to run with Carson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 3-yard line.
Gone. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? To throw is gone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Good job, good job. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Goff. Left side complete to Lockett. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Price. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Goff on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Price. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Now it's Carson. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Goff. And he's got it. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Quick throw complete, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Dolphins 21, Seahawks 10. Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Second down at the 45-yard line.
They run the counter. Atkins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Goff. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off. Byron Jones. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Seahawks 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got him. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On first down, it's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Disley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got a man. It's Williams.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. This is Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run with Geis. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This is Breida on the draw. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And that'll set him back 5. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
55 mark, guys, 55. Get that quarterback.
A shotgun snap for Gone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
because you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Geis. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through to a hit, and the ball is out. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ready? 58, 58.
Out of the gun, Goff. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Seahawks 31.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Here's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock with Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Breida. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yards on the punt there, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Seattle.
Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Goff now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Dolphins 42. Seahawks 31. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. In search of redemption from the pick-6. Goff. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it'll bring up third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing on third, Goff. He's going to let it fly. And, they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Throwing again is gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. It's up and good, but it will not be enough. They're going to fall here by 4.
Dolphins 42.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Miami, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.